What is up, you guys? Welcome back into another showcase video where we have Captain America, the first Avenger, the last movie before the first Avengers movie, and we got a lot of customs to get through here. I know it's been a minute since my last showcase, which was Thor, and yeah, I've just been working on other videos and other stuff, so kind of forgot we had to do this showcase. And yeah, this is Captain America, the first Avenger, and how to build every single character and most of the outfits from the movie. So let's get started. So the first figure we have up here is Johann Schmidt, aka Red Skull, and yeah, he's the first character that appears in the movie, so that's what we're going off of. I gave him the torso from Red Skull, these arms from Darth Vader with the printing on the sides, black hands, these legs from Emperor Palpatine, this head from Loki, and then the comb-over hair from Agent Coulson. And yeah, I think that looks for a really nice Johann Schmidt. Next up, we got young Steve Rogers from the beginning of the movie when he's getting bullied. And to build him, I used these legs from Harry Potter, in this torso from Ross from Friends with tan hands on it, head from Luke Skywalker, and then the hair from Captain America or Star-Lord or anywhere else you could find it. And then the shield from Taskmaster to use as like a representation of the trash can lid he uses against the bullies. Next we have Dr. Erskine, which is really what made Captain America who he is. And for him I gave him Loki's legs, the torso from Doc Brown, and then the head from Dumbledore, so you get a dark gray beard with glasses, and then this gray hair, which has appeared on many city sets, which is where I found it. And yeah, I think he looks pretty good, and he's what started it all for Captain America. Next up we have Arnim Zola, and to build him I use these black mid-legs, the torso and arms from the Penguin, pop some tan hands on there, the head from Egon Spengler, and then the hair from, I think it was like one of the young Anakins, maybe the Clone Wars, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, that is Arnim Zola. Next we have Steve when he first gets to the military base, and this is before he gets the serum. And to build most of the military characters in this showcase, you're going to use the torso and legs from one of the pilots from Indiana Jones. Thought that looked good for him. Tan hands, the head, which is just a random rebel head, but you could also just use the Steve Rogers head. And then this helmet piece from one of the HYDRA, not HYDRA, it's an AIM agent from the 2020 Lego Marvel, not Lego, but a Marvel video game. So yeah, that is Steve in the military. Now, to build Red Skull, we use the legs from Palpatine, torso from Red Skull, same with the head, these arms from Darth Vader, black hands, and then this police hat in black. I don't know where it came from, but I think it looks really good there as the hat Red Skull wears, and yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Next up we got a more obscure character, which is Heinz Kruger, and this is the guy that came in and broke in when Cap got the serum and, you know, shot Dr. Erskine and killed him. So a very pivotal character and a very dark character, if that. I used the torso, arms, and legs from President Business tan hands, the head from Justin Hammer, black hair from Harry Potter, and then this pistol piece I just got from a random Star Wars figure. So I think he looks good, and that is Heinz Kruger. Next we have Chester Phillips, the military general, and I use the legs from Electro from the No Way Home Final Battle, this torso from Indiana Jones, pop some tan hands on there, this head from Han Solo, and then this hair from Doctor Who, I believe, that we used on Erskine earlier, and it looks good here as well. Next up we have Howard Stark, and to build him I used the same design from my Iron Man 2 showcase, which I used this torso from Obadiah Stane, blue legs also from that figure, the head from Tony Stark from the newer sets. I think that really looks like his dad, and then the hair from Bruce Wayne from 2012, and it's appeared in many other. So yeah, didn't want to change it, and it looks good to me, so that's what I went with. Next we have Cap, finally in a uniform in the movie. This is when he is doing all the promotional stuff for the military, and he's got this bright blue suit, and for that I used the 2013 or 2014 Captain America torso, and then threw the head on from the underwater like Red Skull submarine chase, and then popped these legs on from Spider-Man with the dual molded legs, gave him a shield, and yeah, you can just use the regular Captain America face, but I couldn't find mine in time for the showcase, so that's what I went with for him. Next up we have another Cap suit, which this one is like, I guess you could say, his pilot suit. This is just when he has the brown jacket on, and for the brown jacket I took it from a really early on city theme, which was the Mummy theme, I'm pretty sure, or it was from Avengers, I'm not pretty sure, but it is old. And besides that, the other torso you could use actually came on Captain America in one of the Jet sets, but I can't find my torso, and I actually think this one looks better because in the set that one comes with a star on the front, and this one is more identical to the movie where it does not have that star on the front. So I think that looks pretty good. Pop some tan hands on there. These legs from a CMF hiker, and then this head from Captain America. It's appeared on many different sets, and this helmet piece from the same pilot we got the torso from. So I think that looks pretty good for pilot Captain America. Next up we have Bucky Barnes, which this is before he turns into the Winter Soldier, because if you can see here, he still has that arm intact. And to build him, I used the torso from Bucky, same with the head, and I also think the hair came from that as well. Use the arm from that, put a tan hand on there, and then put a dark blue arm and a tan hand since it had his robotic arm on it, and then these legs from Lucy from the Lego Movie 2 to give him that nice boot printing, this satchel piece, and then this rifle which comes on some of the early Lego City themes. So yeah, that is Bucky, and this is the last time we'll really see him normal before he turns into the Winter Soldier. Next up we have Mortia, and I think his first name's Jim, don't quote me on that one, and Dum Dum Dugan. And for Mortia, I use these legs, torso, and arms from the Indiana Jones, one of the pilot figures like we said earlier. Use the hat from that as well, and then the head and hands from Wong to give him that nice look. And for Dum Dum Dugan, I used the legs from Lucy from the Lego Movie 2 once again. This torso comes from Star Wars. Put some tan hands on there. This head from one of the cops from the Lego Batman movie. And then this helmet piece that came on the pilot we showed off earlier. And yeah, I think they look pretty good and important to this movie. In going back and editing this video, I missed a character which we are going to go over now. This is Shirtless Steve from when he gets the serum. I don't know how I messed that up, but nonetheless, I used some dark tan legs. This torso, I don't know where this one came from. There's one like it from the Lego Batman movie CMF, but you can see this one's pretty worn down. And then the head from Tron sets, it also came on the dude from Harry Potter, forget his name, but he was from one of the rival schools. And I like that face for any iteration of Captain America in the MCU, so used it there. The hair from Star Wars or one of the older Captain America figures. Next up, we have a HYDRA soldier, which I didn't really think it was necessary to make a HYDRA soldier, but if you're recreating scenes from the movie, you kind of do need one. I used the head from Night Monkey Spider-Man. You can see mine's definitely seen better days, but nonetheless. Torso from an AIM agent, and then the legs and arms from War Machine, the newer iterations, and then black hands to tie it all together. And I made it easy so you can make multiple of them. And I know the Night Monkey is pretty not rare, but doesn't come in many sets. It only came in one, so you could use any black head that has white eyes. So yeah, that is the HYDRA soldier. Next up, we have Peggy Carter, and we could have shown her off earlier, but I wanted to save her for the last couple figures since she had that emotional scene at the end. Use the legs from Kylo Ren, this torso, arms and hands from Han Solo, and then this head comes from, I think, Captain Marvel, and then this dark brown hair rounds the figure out. But if you wanted a more accurate version, I would use the head and hair from the CMF Captain America, Captain Carter, because of course it is portraying Haley Atwell, so that is the closest you're gonna get. But not having that, you can use this design. Next we have Final Battle Captain America when he crashes the plane. And to build him, I know there is a actual first Avenger Captain America figure that comes in the Marvel logo set. Do not have that set yet. I'm planning to get that eventually. But meanwhile, to build him without those parts, you're going to use the torso from the Endgame Captain America from the compound set, and then these legs from the Build a Minifigure at the Lego store to give you brown on bottom and blue on top. These arms from CMF series Falcon, and they look pretty good with all that detail. Black hands, a satchel, and then the head and headpiece from Captain America from Endgame and many more. And then just gave him a shield, and that rounds out Captain America. And we will move on to the final figure. Next up and last figure is Nick Fury from not really the end credits, but the end of the movie. And for him, I used the whole figure from the 2019 through 2023 Nick Furies. They've all been the same. And yeah, nothing much to change unless you have one of the better Nick Furies like the Helicarrier versions. But I like this one, and that's what I have to work with, so that is what I use for him. And with that, we will round this showcase out and give you my final thoughts and showcase what's coming next. Well guys, that was my showcase on Captain America, the First Avenger. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. And yeah, I thought this movie was pretty good, rewatching it, and not too much else to say. A great introduction for Captain America, but in my opinion, the weakest Captain America. And that might be a hot take, but I still think Brave New World is better than this one. But that's something for another day. So yeah, that was my showcase on the First Avenger. Let me know what videos you'd want to see next, and stay tuned for Wednesday, where we will show off the Avengers 2012 showcase. So like and comment below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next Wednesday.